So thank you for being willing to be part of this Mayor's Charity Initiative video interview series.
Thank you for inviting us.
Good to have you. Good to be here with you. Can you tell us your name, please, and the name of your organisation?
Yes, my name is Catherine Suter and I am the Trust Fundraiser at St Wilfred's Hospice.
And can you please just tell us a little bit about what St Wilfred's does in its widest form?
Yes, so we provide palliative end-of-life care for people with terminal illnesses, and our hospice itself is based in Eastbourne, but we actually work widely across a large catchment area to include Seaford. And we provide medical care, but also different other types of care, such as emotional care, counselling, spiritual support, also therapy, so physiotherapy, occupational therapy, and all this is also done in the community, so patients from Seaford can access it.
And Catherine, how did you get involved? How did you personally join into this?
Yes, well, I've got a background in fundraising and I saw that a job was available here, and before that I'd never actually been to a hospice, so I wasn't quite sure what to expect. But when I walked in I was like, wow, this is such a kind of compassionate, friendly place. I kind of previously thought hospices were perhaps scary, but it's very welcoming, and our care is all about helping patients to live well at the end of life. So I really liked kind of the ethos of our work and what we do and wanted to get involved.
Okay, if you could tell us a bit more about this place in terms of physically where it is, but also more about the range of the work in terms of how many staff are there, or how many volunteers are there?
So we have about 200 staff who are based in our main hospice, but they also work in the community, so in Seaford too. And then we have about 600 volunteers supporting them, so a massive volunteer workforce. And these may work in the hospice itself or visiting patients at home, also in our charity shop, so we also have a charity shop in Seaford. And yeah, our staff many of the staff work, as I said, in the community, so that might be a physiotherapist visiting someone at home, or it could be a complementary therapist visiting someone at home, or of course our nursing staff. So a lot of the patients who we care for in Seaford receive care through the nursing staff. And the main hospice is in Eastbourne, but like I said, our services are very wide and expand into Seaford.
And this complex itself, was this the first place for the hospice? How long has it been established? It's always been on this site?
Well, we've actually been established for 40 years this year, so it's our Ruby anniversary, which is an exciting year. But we came here in 2013. This is in Eastbourne and Broadwater Way, next to Sainsbury's. And before that, we had an old hospice in Eastbourne and Millgap Road, and our community services were more limited then, and that was kind of an old house, so it wasn't really a purpose-built facility, but this is a massive purpose-built facility. And also actually patients from Seaford may end up coming here for inpatient care and then returning home. So even though we do the community work in Seaford, patients from Seaford can also access care here.
And I know there are no normal years these days.
Yeah.
The COVID years are different, but in a usual year, about how many people receive service from you, both here in this building and on a domiciliary basis?
Yeah, so about 2,300 people receive care from us each year, so that includes patients, family members and carers. And out of them, about 300 people receive it in our IPU, so that's an inpatient unit in this building. And the rest are a mixture of family and carers here and in the community, and patients in the community. And in the last year we supported about 400 people from Seaford, so that was a mix of patients and carers, but obviously a significant amount out of our total patient numbers.
That's a bigger number than I could possibly imagine. So
I think a lot of people know that we're in Eastbourne, so think that most of our care happens in Eastbourne, but yeah, it's very widely, and we really want to show people that we are there for them across our catchment area.
And is there anything you'd like to talk to me about that I perhaps wouldn't be asking you about? Something you want to be telling me that I perhaps wouldn't know enough to ask about?
Probably a really big thing to talk about is the 40th year celebrations. So obviously we're really trying to get our community involved in celebrating our 40th anniversary because it's such a big milestone. And there's various ways that people in Seaford could get involved. Obviously they can attend some of our fundraising events. So a lot of them are in Eastbourne, but we also have a big Wilf Walk in the summer, which is from South East to Norman's Bay, so that's kind of past the Seaford area. We're also doing Paint the Town Red in October, so that is where local businesses in Seaford could get involved with showing their premises red, so maybe lighting up their building or putting red posters and things like that to really highlight the Ruby anniversary. So any way that people wanted to get involved would be great, and you can find out more on our website if people are interested.
Okay, that's good. And what is the St Wilfred's most urgent need at the moment in terms of, is it people, is it money, is it...
Yeah. We only receive about 26% of our income from the NHS. I think a lot of people think we are NHS funded fully, but so we do need a lot of like monetary support from our local communities. So donations are always really well received. In terms of volunteers, we have always a need for volunteers in our shops, so included our seafood shop, and also people can volunteer at the hospice, so in our inpatient unit or in our cafe. There's lots of opportunities there. And also we often have a lot of volunteers visiting patients at home, so we have something called community support volunteers. They kind of go to patients' homes. They may do something like an activity with them, like reading or helping them kind of get involved in something they want to do. So that might be a nice opportunity for people to get involved in.
Yeah. Sure, that's going to be very useful things to be doing.
Yeah.
So thank you to St Wilfred's and your trustees and your colleagues for being willing to take part in this Mayor's Charities Initiative, and for you being willing to take part in these interviews. Yeah. Now, at the end of the end of the summer, 5th of September, we're having 5 of our service organisations in Seaford are running a Support Our Seaford Charities event on the Martello Fields, and that will be on the basis of all the charities who take part. Whatever they raise on the day, they keep.
Yes. And
the stalls will be a free of charge stall. It can either be profile raising, information, fundraising. There will be a central arena with music and sports to attract people in. Do you think that St Wilfred's might have a stall there?
Yeah, I'm sure we'd love to get involved. Sounds like a really exciting event. And thank you for all your support. I mean, you've been key supporters of us throughout the years, the Town Council and the Mayor, so thank you.
Okay, thank you for your time today.
Thank you.